Hey everyone, welcome back to Geek Strong. In today's video, it's all about...
Now, Godzilla!
Godzilla! You can pretend Godzilla turns a mighty castle into a pile of sand.
Go do it, Godzilla!
You control Godzilla's ugly tongue. You can make him stomp, pound his tail, pretending he strikes it all in his way. You can launch Godzilla's claw for the final blow.
We did it!
What will Godzilla do next? It's up to you. Godzilla with a claw that launches. Some assembly required from the Shogun Warrior Collection by Mattel.
Let's do this! Here we have the ultimate Shogun Godzilla by Super 7. If you're like me and grew up in the 70s, Creature Double Feature was a show to watch on the weekends.
Good afternoon, my good fiends, and welcome now to the Creature Double Feature.
Just like we would get up early to watch Saturday morning cartoons, we would stay up late to watch Creature Double Feature. I think later on, in the later 70s, I do believe Creature Double Feature came on around noontime. They would play like movies like Godzilla, King Kong. I love watching Godzilla movies, but War of the Gargantuans, definitely my favorite. Back in the 70s, we used to have the Universal Monsters. Actually, they were my brothers, the AHI Monsters. But luckily, I was able to find them on eBay and add them to my own collection. Here they are. Check them out. Pretty cool. I still remember the day I got my Shogun Godzilla. It's 1977, 1978, and I'm shopping with the family, and I'm able to pick out my own birthday present. On an end cap, I remember seeing a Shogun Godzilla. How cool was that? My older brother David, I believe he chipped in or purchased that for me for my birthday. Somehow I remember that he was really involved in me getting that toy. Maybe he even talked me into purchasing it because he was a little bit older, so I don't believe he was collecting or buying toys at that time, so maybe if I bought it, he could play with it a little bit without anybody knowing. Shogun Godzilla is an awesome figure. I'm super happy that I own it, and I actually still own that original from 1977, 1978. So I want to thank you, David, my brother, for helping me get that toy, because I do remember you were a big part of that decision, getting that toy for my birthday. So when I saw that Super 7 was releasing this Shogun Godzilla, I contacted my brother and I told him, I said, hey, they're making an 8-inch Shogun Godzilla just like the original. He's been collecting Godzilla toys recently. Just like me, my brother, and my sister, actually, we all collect toys in some sort. My brother collects a lot of comic books too, but he's been collecting a lot of Godzilla lately, so I knew this one would be great for his collection. Let's check out the launching fist on this ultimate figure. No! Just kidding. So this Shogun that we are looking at right now is actually going to be my brother's. Just don't tell him that I opened it up to do this review. So looking at this figure, it definitely looks fantastic. I love the colors. The sculpt on it looks great. But check out this rocket fire, and you've seen it. It is amazing. That is super cool. It definitely shoots pretty far. I think it shoots further than the original Shogun. Probably the original one. The hand weighs a little bit more, but check that out. That thing shoots across the room with some force. So this is definitely not a toy for a child, because we don't want anybody choking on that rocket fist. But let's compare him to the small Godzilla and the large Shogun Godzilla. The small one is the Super 7 reaction figure, and the middle one is my Shogun Godzilla from my childhood. I do have a tail for it, but it just sticks out too far, so I take the tail off for display. So let me know in the comments, is this Shogun Godzilla something you would collect? Do you think it stands up to the original Shogun Godzilla? But what do you say? Let's have some fun with this guy. overall, I think Super 7 did a great job with this Shogun Godzilla. He does have some weight to him, which is really good. The firing wrist, or the firing hand, works fantastic. It shoots really far. I was actually really surprised when it almost hit my camera. The flame effect works really good. It is a harder plastic versus the original was more of a softer, like vinyl piece. The tail is cool because the tail moves like the original. The original you could actually pop off because it was a separate piece in the box. I guess the only downfall about this figure, and it is an Ultimate, so it should have came with wheels on the bottom of its feet, just like the original Godzilla right here. The original has the wheels on the bottom of the feet. I think that would have made it an Ultimate figure. I think it was a miss on Super 7's part not to include the wheels. But overall, it is a pretty cool figure. If you don't have the original, I do believe this is a good alternate to have on your shelf. But let me know in the comments, are you looking to pick that Shogun Godzilla up, or do you need the original? Because the original one is pretty cool. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. Remember, we are all Geek Strong. Take care, everyone.
On 56. Good afternoon, my good fiends, and welcome now to the Creature Double Feature. This afternoon, weird and wicked, strange things are happening. First, a scientist is experimenting on transplanting bodies in the brain that wouldn't die. Then at 2:30, the Earth is divided into northern and southern hemispheres, and both are racing to reach the planet Mars in battle beyond the sun.
Hello, and welcome to the Creature Double Feature. This afternoon, find out who will be the victor when vicious monsters engage in a fierce and bloody battle in Godzilla's Revenge. Then at 2:30, a world-famous diamond detective encounters a gigantic jellyfish in Dagora, the Space Monster.